Hey, what's up my YouTube friends? Welcome to my latest knife review. Alright, this is a knife sold by Off-Grid Knives. You know them. I've reviewed many Off-Grid knives. This is one that I've been wanting for a long time. So this is the Off-Grid Knives Alpha Dog fixed blade knife. Alright, here's a quick look at the sheath first. It is molded Kydex. It does have eyelets. Alright, so you see how they've done that? Alright, it's got a belt loop there. Holds it in as a part to push off of. So as you can see, true full tank construction with a contoured handle and texture. Has a lanyard hole right there. Ricasso. Has some jimping here on a thumb rest. Alright, you see. Has a very wide flat grind. Alright, so it has a little more weight than most knives of equal length because it is so wide. When I first saw this knife, I was like, what the heck is up with that blade shape? It's like super extra wide, you know, I just didn't get it. I just thought it looked weird. But I happened to see a video by a very knowledgeable bushcrafter actually, who really put the knife through its paces, and he kind of won me over from his video, right? He highly recommended it. I think he did a couple videos on it. And so from then on, I wanted the knife, but it was sold out. By the time I figured out I wanted it, this color configuration, which I prefer, was sold out. I thought it might be discontinued. So I bought some other off-grid knives that you've seen me review, and then eventually this came back, and I jumped on it as soon as it was back in stock. I got mine. So yeah, that's the story. This was the original off-grid knife that I always wanted, and I finally got one. Right? I'm going to cut a few things with this, but this will more be like a quick and dirty review just to let you know this is here, because a lot of people have already extensively tested this knife, right? So you can avail yourselves of that free content and resource. Now, even though this looks pristine, I actually have already done some light splitting with this. I forgot, I've had this for a while. All right, so let me roll in some footage from a few months ago when I first got this, and I took it out and I did some light splitting with it, and the finish is still fine, and then we'll be back and cut some more things. Okay, some splitting with this knife. Now, I don't usually split with short knives like this, but it's a review. People want to see it. All right. Want to make little kindling sticks? Can certainly do so. Oh, see that knot? One more. Alright, so there you saw it did some splitting, and it is no worse for wear. Alright, and if you want to do larger diameter pieces of wood, you just start at the corners, right? Alright, I'm just going to carve on this shard of wood. Sorry about the lighting, the sun is going in and out. Alright. Hope you're all doing well these days. Oh, I'm doing well, thanks for asking. It's a very sharp knife. This short, wide, kind of like bulldog configuration, it grows on you. It's pretty badass, I would say. Off-Grid Knives, it's a good brand as far as I'm concerned. Most of their stuff is made in Taiwan. I think they have a few folders made in China. They're less expensive ones, but most of their stuff manufactured in Taiwan, just like a lot of cold steel, a lot of CRKT, Oh, we're almost done. Alright, so there you go. It's carved something. Maybe we can notch this. Do some notching while we're here. I'm not going to make this a super long video just because this knife is essentially a known quantity in the YouTube world. Alright, been around for a while. Several respected video makers have done excellent videos. So this is just to tell you this knife exists if you didn't know, and direct you to those resources. So we made like a little shallow notch there. Alright, so a little woodwork with this knife. Right, so this is an extra wide knife with a lot of belly. So you might actually use this as a skinner. Okay, so we've got some bone-in chuck steak just to show it on some meat. Just, you know, pretend this is a piece of animal that you hunted and you're processing. Alright? Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, super sharp. You could do surgery with this thing. So here is just a closer look. A nice coating. It comes in 3 different color configurations. And it is their cryo-treated, double heat treat cryo-treated D2 steel, which is the best D2 in the business. I know this because I've tested a bunch of their knives, and their D2, it just has superior edge retention compared to a lot of the cheapo stuff that other companies will say is D2 and probably isn't. Now, this is the best D2 you can get. So in summation, Off Grid Knives is a go-to brand. I think I've reviewed 3 of their fixed blades and 2 of their folders, and you know, I've researched them a lot before I took the plunge and actually tried the brand myself. I mean, this has a useful blade shape, right? The only thing is, it's not very stabby, but you know, we don't usually care about that as far as a bushcraft knife, right? Yeah, I'm glad I was able to finally pick this up, definitely. Now, if you want the full stats on this, I'll include a link to the Off Grid website so you can read the exact stats, because I'm just doing this live action, so to speak, out here. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hook me up with some engagement if you have time and the inclination. I really appreciate those who do. Alright, subscribe if you like videos like this. I'm out.